Hi everybody, it's Alicia Yap from ClaraDerma. I hope everybody is staying safe and sane during this time, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for this honor, and I'm super grateful. So both a combination of people and experiences led to my career success, I would say. I saw the value of independence super early on, and through different experiences, both positive and negative, created that motivation for me to accomplish those goals, and mainly for myself to be a whole human being, but also to be able to provide for my family. I really wanted to carve out a type of atmosphere that was a positive space for both my employees and clients, that they could enjoy, feel welcome, feel empowered, and be able to give the opportunity for me to give back. There were a number of people who attributed to where I am today. Some people were responsible for giving me that drive for the independence, while others were responsible for helping me find solutions to the shortcomings in our industry. A fellow entrepreneur that pushed me to achieve my career success actually owns numerous restaurants here in Niagara, and she had basically 3 pillars for success. One was work ethic, honesty, and just treating people well. And she definitely was right, because you can have the work ethic behind you, but I really truly feel that the honesty and integrity that you treat people with and that you would really wish to receive as well is what sustains that success long term. Definitely my tenacity and my obsessive attention to detail. If I feel or see that something is possible, I just honestly can't stop until it's achieved. One of my staff members, before we closed for COVID, said to me, "Wow, you really don't miss a beat, eh?" And at the time I was kind of like, "Oh, well, I don't know, yeah," but it was actually a compliment, because she was trying to say that I have an eye for every little thing that goes on within the business. So I think that that's my attention to detail side. I really do not like leaving a task unfinished. I'll toss and turn all night if I don't feel certain that it's complete. I'm a problem solver and almost always solution focused. My immediate thoughts to any occurring problem is to find the best possible solution and to implement it right away. My friends and family sometimes find this annoying, because if they're calling just to vent, for example, I'm immediately giving them an array of possibilities of how they can achieve and fix that problem that they may not actually want solved. But I truly do dislike lingering jobs and lingering issues. I try to be super responsive with all of my interactions, especially with clients, colleagues, or just general inquiries, so that people feel that I'm accessible. I will go to the earth's end to make somebody feel happy, and I feel that that has also led to my success. One in particular stands out in my head. Not long ago, actually, while I was treating a client in the clinic, we were chatting about if we ever won the lottery and what we would do with that money, and just thinking of fun ways to spend our theoretical money. And she said, "You know, my husband and I have you on our lottery list." And I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, if we ever won, you're on our list of people to dispense money to." And I immediately said, "Why?" And she said, "Well, because we know if we gave you $1 million, you would turn it into something, and we want to be invested. Your business is only going to grow, and we want to make sure we're part of that." And it just really was heartwarming to me, because I feel so fortunate to have clients that feel comfortable enough to reach out with that positive feedback, and it's just really encouraging. My other favorite stories are when someone reaches out that has been to the clinic and they tell us how they felt so cared about while they were visiting. I love this so much, because that is 100% our mission statement, and we want people to be able to feel that happiness and feel that we care when they come through our doors. We actually received this message the other day, and it warmed my heart, so I'll read it to you. She said, "I wanted to thank everyone at ClaraDerma. You all have honestly been angels to my skin journey. Comparing it with my experience with a dermatologist, I really feel that you all care about hearing my struggles, finding the best solution for it, and keeping tabs on my skin even after a treatment. I just wanted to say thank you. Your team has made me feel confident in my skin, and I'm excited for your reopening so I can finish off my skin journey with you." It really makes us feel that the environment we tried to create and that we strive for has been accomplished when we get that kind of feedback. My dream was put into action 7 years ago while I was in school for medical aesthetics. However, I have always strived for what I've created now and saw the shortcomings of the cosmetic industry and knew I wanted to create a more accessible space to provide effective methods for problematic skin and effective products for problematic skin. I'll always remember standing in the personal care section of a drugstore as a young girl and just staring at all the options of skincare and bleach creams and wax strips, thinking that there's got to be a better way. And a lot of the information available at that time was essentially just via advertising. So I knew that I wanted and that there should be more effective methods available and accessible. I just didn't know what they were yet. And accessibility, affordability, and inclusivity have always been at the forefront of my plan to create ClaraDerma. I'm no stranger to the quote that I've tried everything and the feeling of being lost. I did lack self-confidence and a positive self-image when I was dealing with my own skin struggles. And it did allow me to be more in tune with when people are feeling the same way. So I feel that no one should have to feel that way over something that can be such an easy fix, and that something so superficial can have such a powerful impact on someone's life. I'm super happy with where the clinic is at the moment. I think the size is nice, the personal feel is nice, it doesn't have a chain feel to it. So I would say the future visions include maybe some more treatment rooms so we can expand our service menu, and potentially expanding our online presence, so virtual consultations, virtual store potentially, so that our personal feel can reach more of a global impact for people that don't live in Niagara region. It took me a while to understand how people made something of themselves. But when I think about it, I realize that a lot of the commonalities between successful leaders is that they aren't afraid to ask the questions and research the information that's going to get them where they want to be. No one knows all the answers, but if you put yourself out there to look for those answers, you can achieve a lot. A lot of people said no to me. A lot of people doubted me. A lot of people thought I was crazy to leave my secure social work position and to pursue my dream. But that doubt actually fueled me to do it and to do it bigger. The people that didn't say no are now by my side every step of the way, and it sounds so cliche, but it's so true that if you just simply keep at it and not give up, you can achieve your goal. I always say the grass is green where you water it, because I truly believe that where you focus your efforts, your thoughts, and your passion, you will thrive. Staying focused on the goal, no matter what the barriers are, is how I achieved my goals and how I believe anyone can achieve theirs. I also found that I had to incorporate my passion and my goals into my everyday habits. So the things that I did every day, the material that I was consuming, the everyday actions that form your life, by adding in your goals to those everyday habits and those everyday passions is not really going to leave a lot of room for failure. During this lockdown, we have seen a lot of public support for small businesses and local purchasing power. I think that this is a great way to support each other going forward into this new business world, and we can continue to show our support by cross-promoting and sharing information about all the amazing businesses that are in our community. Sharing resources and information is also a way that we can support each other to grow our businesses and thrive in the new economy. This time has definitely sparked some creativity on how to keep their businesses alive during this time. I've been seeing a lot of businesses that weren't super digital be forced to have an online platform of some kind. So I think the best way we can support each other and work together in Niagara in this new world is to have patience and grace. Every business is going to have their own differences to sort out upon reopening their doors, and we need to have patience and understanding through the transition. Even if your business can't sell anything online, I encourage people to try to stay current and utilize social media platforms that are free to showcase your personality and your specialties. To balance public safety and a functional economy is going to be different, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. If customers need to maintain social distancing guidelines when they're waiting in line to pay, for example, use that time to showcase some of the FAQs or some of the interesting things about your industry. It's just more time spent in your business at the end of the day. If your business is appointment-based, you are more than likely going to have to leave more time in between appointments, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing because your patients or your customers might feel that you are respecting their safety. Due to these restrictions, it might force some businesses to do more online business that they have in the past to keep their usual revenue intact. However, I see this as an opportunity to create an additional revenue stream for your business in the long run. Most of the time, for ClaraDerma, online purchases were resisted because fear of not knowing what to buy or what to purchase or how to do it. But COVID has actually made that apprehension disappear, as this is the only method of receiving the items that they want now, and has made people more comfortable using these as a solution that I'm hoping will carry over. I want to say thank you again for this honor, and I also want to thank the Niagara community for trusting us with their stories and their vulnerabilities and helping us to help them find a solution so that I can continue to do what I love every single day.